Diego, did I have you for credit recovery? I did, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
What class was that?
I was still a kid.
Oh, aren't you like 13?
Oh my God.
What's up, Oilers? Welcome back to Faculty Fusion. I'm Diego,
I'm Katie.
I'm Andrew.
and we're here with...
Miss Jauregui.
So, Miss, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do here for the school.
I'm Miss Jauregui. This is my 10th year teaching. I teach math, and I also teach dance and credit recovery, math boot camps, so many things. I've been here since 2019. I consider myself a spoiler. What's a spoiler, guys?
I'm no idea.
Like movie-wise spoiler?
yourself?
Or?
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
Oh.
It is a hybrid between a Spartan and an Oiler.
Oh my God. Did you like coin that turn or
Mr.
what?
Curry did. Mr.
Oh.
Curry. Yeah.
I think you should leave me with this move. We don't want to laugh our guests.
But yeah, so I went to SURE, graduated from SURE, and now I'm an Oiler. So they say, what are you? I'm a spoiler. Oiler at heart.
Is Mr. Curry a spoiler too?
Yes.
Like he went to high school and sure?
He went to Eastmont and SURE. We both went to the same schools. I've known Mr. Curry since middle school.
Oh, that is so weird
Whoa.
working with him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So this is a very special place. I love all of the teachers here. So I love coming to work here. It's awesome.
So we split the show up into different segments, and our first segment is going to be personal. So our first question is, where did you go to college?
Ooh. I went to Cal State LA, where I majored in math, music, and Spanish literature. So there was a moment where I was almost going to be a Spanish teacher. But yeah, so I went to Cal State LA. That's my undergrad. And then after that, I went to USC, where I did my master's and my credential.
What a wild ride.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely. So
This year, are you going to go watch the Super Bowl?
yes, I am actually. I'm going to go watch it with some of my work family people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you rooting for?
I'm a Ravens fan, so I was actually pretty bummed that they didn't make it to the Super Bowl. I was actually really excited for them. My kids like the Niners, so I think I'm going to root for the Chiefs. They don't like the Niners because of anything. They like their Niners because of their dad. So it's just like, let me go for the Chiefs.
You don't like Brock Purdy?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, me neither, dude. Well, I know nothing about football, so.
So the only reason why I'm like, I wonder, right? Conspiracy theory here. If the Chiefs made it because of Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Because
no,
all the Swifties are going to be
Oh,
watching. So,
yeah.
you know, that's cash money.
Because I was like, who are the Chiefs? I know them by Taylor Swift.
Exactly, right? Exhibit
Yeah.
Oh
A.
my God.
So I'm not into football, but when I heard that, I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
What about the Rams? You're not good-
Okay, so I went to
Ooh.
my first Rams game ever this season. And the stadium is awesome. Awesome. You can sit anywhere on the stadium and you can watch the game and enjoy it truly from any seat in the stadium. It's really cool. It's massive. But I like college football more. Just the experience, you know? I go to USC football games and the band, the marching band, the halftime show.
They're fun.
Yeah, I'm a band nerd, so you know. That's why I'm a little biased.
Oh, speaking about bands, you and Curry's like friendship, how was it? Like back in the day?
Well, I think that's why we bonded, because we both were in band.
You were a band kid?
I still play. I play flute. I'm a flutist. Flautist. Yeah, so I've been playing in a band since I was in 5th grade.
So you met Mr. Curry
at
and
Eastmont Intermediate. Yeah, we
God.
both played in concert band with Mr. Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
And then we both played at Shure with Mr. Narumi. And then we both were at Cal State LA and we both played in the wind ensemble at Cal
You
State LA.
guys went to the same college?
Yeah.
Dang.
Dude, I just imagine the talk right after you see him in class. You're like, I thought I got rid of you.
No. No. Yeah. So I'm a band nerd. I still play. Music is still very much important in my life.
Which instrument did you play?
I play the flute and I sing. Yeah. So,
Nice.
Did you have a job when you were in high school?
yes.
Where'd you work?
The company that I used to work with went out of business, but if you remember, I'm going to give you a hint. The Orange Bag Store. Do you ever remember the Orange Bag Store? No? Fallas
Blanking.
Paredes?
Big Lots?
Fallas Paredes. It's kind of like Big Lots. Do you remember it? There was one on Whittier and then there's one in Pico Rivera. It's called Fallas Paredes.
Never been there. Wait. Is it? Let
Did
me
you
see the
have any
logo.
Karen stories from there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's hear 'em. Let's hear 'em.
So, customer service, that's your job, right?
Yeah.
So somebody can throw their money at you. If you give them incorrect change, they complain or they say the price was this price and then really it was like more expensive. So they get upset and you're not supposed to track back. So you just and wait for your manager to come back. Yeah. So, I worked since I was 16 years old. So it was like the summer between sophomore or junior and senior year, I think. Yeah. And so, yeah.
Dude, I can't imagine yelling at a 16-year-old for change.
And I worked at the one in Huntington Park. So that one was one of the larger stores. So you just had more traffic and more opportunity for, customer engagement. Let's call it that. Yeah.
Would you relive your high school days if you could?
You know what? That's such a good question. I think that's why I enjoy my work so much is because I love school. I don't know if you could tell, but I was a huge nerd in high school, taking notes, learning. I think I enjoyed it so much. I think I relive it every day when I do my notes and I share math with my students. When I was in high school, I think that's when I found out that I was going to be a teacher was because I would tutor all my friends in math and all my cousins. I have a big family and all my cousins would come to my house and we would all just do math homework together. So that was one of the points where like one of my cousins, his name is Rudy, and I got him to get a B in algebra. And I said, if I can get my cousin Rudy to get a B in algebra, I think I'm pretty good. Yeah.
So what led to the birth of some of your unique methods? Example, Chola Fight.
Oh, you know my method.
Wait, what is Chola Fight?
Okay, so
I never had you for a class.
I
so.
know. Here it goes. When I first started teaching, some of my students would say, I don't understand this method. Why is it called the power rule, right? Like, let's talk exponents. By the way, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can watch all my videos.
Shameless plug.
Exponent rules, the Jauregui way is the top video to watch, right? And it has exponent rules explained phonetically in how you do something. So, quick crash course on exponent rules, right? If I have an exponent of the same base that I'm multiplying by another exponent of the same base, all I have to do is add the powers, right? So I'm multiplying two exponents of the same base. And all I have to do is
bottom numbers?
they have to be the same. So let's say I have a 2 to the third times 2 to the fourth. That's really going to give me 2 to the 3 plus 4, which is 2 to the 7th, right? So that rule is called the product rule in exponents rules, right? Formal language. But my students didn't remember product rule. So I played a game with a couple.
Right now.
So like my very first year of teaching, I made it a competition. Create a name for these rules, and the one that's the best wins, right? So the exponent rules, the Jauregui way, is really exponent rules named by my first class I ever taught way. So the product rule became multiplied. Why? Because you multiply and you add the powers. And then similarly, you divide and subtract the powers. So that rule was called divtract. And then if you have an exponent and you multiply it to a higher power, there's a parenthesis in another one. That's parentiply. What do you think I'm doing there? Parentheses means you multiply the powers. So all these
It's in
names,
the name.
it's
Yeah.
in the name, right? So the name helps you understand what the rule's telling you. So yeah.
But what is
That's-
cholafy? It's like
Ooh.
chola. Like
So I always try to make math fun and engaging, and so I always hook my students with little funky names, right? And what's the one concept that everybody looks at and they're like, they get all scared? Fractions. You see?
jinx!
Yeah, you see? Fractions. So in order to get them to stay engaged, I said, how about we cholify this fraction? If I take a mixed number and I change it into its improper value, I cholify it. And why? Because I draw a little like diagonal, but I said we cholify it, and then it sticks, right? You remember cholify, right? And you were just with me, like very small.
in credit recovery.
Yeah. So I always tell my students, if you can name it a better way, let me know, and you'll be given credit every time. Yeah.
Can you explain the pregnant baby method?
Wait, what? What's the pregnant baby method?
Okay.
Again, I've
I need
never
a
had
whiteboard
you for
here.
a class.
Oh,
Get her
so
a
this
whiteboard.
is this is algebra 2, and algebra 2 we have inverse functions, and
Inverse
it's called.
functions. I have statistics. I'm not even doing algebra.
But wait.
What
So
is
he wants me to explain pregnant baby, right? So in functions, it's in inverse functions. There's something called function composition, where you have f of g of x or g of f of x, right? So when you write it, I swear I need a whiteboard here, but we'll do it later. You have a function inside of another one. So it actually looks like you have a baby inside of a pregnant belly,
Okay, I see it.
right?
Yeah.
So when you look at it, you know whose bone structure you're using and who's getting substituted into the pregnant belly. So that's why it's called the pregnant baby method.
Does it look like this? Like this is the pregnant. Oh, this is an inverse function.
No, you got to look for
No.
function composition.
Ah, okay.
Function composition. So yeah, so these methods, like you already know who's the pregnant belly and who's the baby. So you already know where you substitute or whose bone structure, equation structure you use. So these methods stick. People remember them. So pregnant baby.
Oh my god. But why'd you call it? Oh, you already explained it. Oh.
Yeah.
Is
It's
this-
a visual, right? Like
Yeah.
when you see the function composition, you see one person, the baby is inside, one function's inside a belly. So what's the best analogy? A pregnant lady and a belly, like a pregnant baby inside a belly.
Yeah. Is this on your YouTube
Wait,
channel?
that sounded wrong.
Wait, what?
A baby inside a pregnant belly. We shorten it to a pregnant baby scenario.
Would you?
Do you have a hidden talent that you don't really like show off, or not a lot of people know about?
I'm really excited because I just started. I just formally ventured back into mariachi. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Especially because you work really closely with the folklorico.
yes, so
yeah.
folklorico is like
Intertwined with
that.
mariachi.
That's like been my baby. Actually, folklorico.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the only music. That we have.
That was my first teaching experience. Actually, my first actual teaching gig was teaching folklorico up at Sure, right?
Right.
And getting 60 people to dance in a particular sequence and formation for 3 minutes is a challenge, but that's really what got me my classroom management. If I can get 60 people to do a formation, I can do 30 people to do some fractions with, the Cholify method or whatever.
And the pregnant baby method.
And the pregnant baby method, yeah. So I just recently went back into mariachi. I'm taking some adult mariachi classes, and hopefully I get good enough where I can perform. So
Would you be able to teach it?
I'm not there yet, but definitely I'm soaking it all up. It's really nice because I connected back with some of my former music school friends. So yeah, I went to music school since I was like in 4th grade. And Yeah, just to connect back with them in the mariachi scene is nice. So I'm going to be playing flute, but with a mariachi now. No longer classical music, but flutes in a mariachi and some singing too. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. I'm excited too. I try to get my son to do it, but he didn't want to. So I'm doing it by myself.
Come on now.
What would you say is your favorite novela?
Ooh. Okay.
I'm
This goes down to Talia. Do you know who Talia is? Talia had 3 novelas that had the same plot, literally the same plot, just different like times and scenery. You had Maria Mercedes, Marimar, and one more, Maria Mercado. I don't know.
Are these actors' names or
No.
characters?
Those are the novelas.
Oh, okay.
So Marimar was the one that was by the beach. She was like this girl that lived like in a little hut in the beach, and she falls in love with this very rich guy, and she tries, ends up marrying him. And then there's like a girl that's from his status that gets jealous. How does he,
okay.
typical plot, but yes, Marimar.
What about
Marimar?
La Rosa de Guadalupe?
La Rosa de Guadalupe.
classic.
That's a classic, yeah. Those are really good. Like they give you good like little lessons after each scene or after each episode, right? Yeah.
El Dicho.
La moraleja. Yeah.
Can you name one dicho?
El dicho. No.
Yeah, it's fine. Have you
Look straight at me.
I'm
No.
trying to know. Do you know a dicho? Teach me one.
Oh, shit. God. My dad tells me this one, but I just forgot. I just forget it.
Right?
My bad. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
No, yeah, I can't name one. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I always say like, what's the moral of the story? Do your work.
I have a question. Do you know the math club sweater? What was the founding of the club?
So
Exactly.
I'm the advisor for the Euler Math Club. Our biggest venture and purpose is to provide confidence to our student body in mathematics, right? Like if you go into my classroom, you come into my classroom, I make you talk, I make you work together. I celebrate mistakes.
I've seen it.
Because you have to be able to learn from what you did incorrectly, right? So we're trying to build confidence in math, something that like a lot of people are afraid of math. And so the Euler Math Club is here to help you. So Euler Math Club is present every single day, 5 days a week during nutrition and lunch in my classroom F8. If you ever need any math help, if you want to go talk math, if you want to expand your mathematical knowledge.
Like tutoring?
Tutoring, yeah. We make sure that we grow your confidence in math. Yeah. So if anybody wants to join Math Club, we are always seeking members, and we meet formally Mondays at lunch in F8.
Now, what was your favorite Halloween costume?
Oh, yeah.
This year you dressed up as the lady, the teacher from the bus show.
I was the
The
magic
Magic
school
School
bus,
Bus.
There you
and
go.
I was
How do you
wearing
not know her?
No, I forgot the name.
Okay.
Miss Frizzle.
Yeah.
I can't
Come on
remember.
now.
So,
No.
let me see. My costumes are like my students' costumes.
Your costume.
Oh, who was I last year? I was Ursula.
I don't really know.
You don't know who Ursula
No, I
is?
do know. I mean, like, you were looking at me like I did know your
Oh,
costume.
no. I'm all like, you don't know Ursula? Little Mermaid's my favorite movie, by the way.
Oh, really? Dang.
Yeah. Ursula was last year. Who was I? One year I was Frida.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd you do your hair?
I made a big old braid, like a braid crown,
Mm-hmm.
and then I put flowers on top, and I drew my unibrow, And this year I was Miss Frizzle, and I even had my little pet lizard.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cute.
But I gotta give shout out. Every year during Halloween, I do a costume contest in each of my periods, and fourth period, Gustavo Salazar was the payaso. What's his name?
No way.
Joke.
No,
No.
no, no.
Pennywise.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
I was thinking like
Latin.
Platanito.
No, no, no.
From Aladdin?
No.
Cepillín. Cepillín.
Cepillín. Dude.
the guy,
Yes, Cepillín.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was.
I knew it when you said
he
payaso.
nailed it. He nailed it. It was so original. So shout out to Mr. Salazar. Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
Okay. Now our last question is
Personal question.
someone told me that you used to teach college.
I do. Hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do?
I teach.
Can we go in depth in that?
Yeah. I teach part time at LA Trade Tech. LATTC.
So you really do love teaching.
Yeah. And the cool part about it is that a lot of the methods that I use in the high school level to get the kids to engage, like my chola fight rule, right? Or like
Yeah.
the pregnant baby, like the adults love it too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What do you mean what? Like I would love like my math teacher like kind of
So,
like
yeah.
I thought they would be like mature.
No,
for
you
that.
would. You know that fear of math that kids face? Some of the adults have it worse because some of them, like I had a couple of my students at the college will say, I haven't finished school because I'm so afraid that I'm going to fail math. And so I've waited so long for it. And so they're in their 50s, some of them even in their 60s, and they're still trying to finish school and they have this fear of math, and that's what's keeping them from finishing. So, they appreciate it.
that's really like for them to do that is really hard but brave.
Yeah.
Very brave,
Yeah,
right?
like,
Yes.
I could not.
Yes.
Like I don't think I have that willpower in me to do that.
Yeah, so it's important to validate, As adults, we have so many other responsibilities going on. So to finish school is that much more important and meaningful because, you have life, bills, children, family that need to also be taken care of. And if you want to finish school, that's another thing, right? As school-age kids, school is like your main responsibility, right? So once you are an adult and you're trying to finish, like there's much more added stressors, let's say, yeah. But I really enjoy teaching at the high school level and the college level. And I always say my high school students like push me and invigorate me to be good at the college level, and then my college level students do the same so that I can come back and be like, yeah, ready to go for my high schoolers.
All right, so now we're going to move into pop culture. So this is anything from movies, music, general celebrity stuff.
Okay.
All right. So our first one is, have you met Eugenio Derbez?
I did.
What? You met
Yes.
him? Oh my god.
I did.
Just gonna pull out a phone.
I know. I'm going to take a picture because, I have a picture of him.
Boom, you're looking for this?
Yeah, I did. So,
He's the
I'm
guy
gonna-
from
yeah.
Instructions Not Included.
Instructions not included, but let me give you a better movie. He just finished. He just did a movie called Radical. Radical is still on theaters over there on Commerce and Whittier, the Pacific theaters over there, or Regency now. But yeah, go watch it. So every year I go watch a music festival. It's called Hola Mexico Film Fest, and I like to go watch it because it's Mexican producers, directors, actors, and they bring their film over to LA, and then you're watching the movie, and then they turn on the lights, and then people get up, and then they go up on stage, and that's the director, that's the executive producer. Oh, look, the cast, and you were sitting right next to them. That's so cool. And then you get to do a Q&A just like this with them, right? Mm-hmm. So this movie, Radical, is about a teacher that teaches at a border town in like between U.S. and Mexico. And, there's violence and poverty. And he transforms these kids to be able to explore, think for themselves, want to learn. And so this movie resonated so much with me, right? So I'm coming out of the movie and I'm crying. Like I couldn't even breathe. I was like ugly Kim Kardashian crying. You know what I'm talking about, right? And somebody noticed me and they recorded me. Hey, can I interview you? And I'm like, yeah, okay. And I was like, and like, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh, this touched my heart. Thank you so much. I'm a teacher. It really, like, it was a profound message and it really connected with me. We need to show this to the world, right? Like, this is our challenge every year. So somebody in the production team of the film, like from the studio, recognized me because everybody's connected. She's an alumni of Montebello, by the way. Yeah, she's an alumni from Montebello.
And she's in the movie industry?
Yeah, so she actually is the one that takes care of the stars when they come to the premieres over on the LA scene. So she recognized me. She's like, hey, you want to come? Bring 10 of your teachers. So 10 of some of my math teachers here and a couple of administrators also went to the premiere, and we got to meet Eugenio Derbez. We were starstruck. Like, Eva Longoria was there. The entire cast of the movie was there. We had a free popcorn, and it was awesome. So yes, I met Eugenio Derbez. He's a very sweet guy. Cool. Like, other people can be like, oh, you know, security, keep me away from these people, right?
Yeah.
He came, he said hello, he took pictures with us. We mentioned that we were teachers, and he was so grateful. So cool guy. I'll share the picture with you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite kid on Full House?
Ooh.
You like Full House?
Yeah. When I was
Who doesn't?
young.
I
It
watched
was-
it like once.
So
like
back in the day, on Friday nights, you had Step by Step, Full House, and Family Matters. Do you remember Steve Urkel?
I know Family
Yeah.
Matters.
Did I do
That's
that?
Yes. Those were my favorite shows. So I grew up with Full House. I think the oldest daughter was my favorite, just because I'm the oldest daughter in my family. So I just connected with her.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Can you give us a boots on the ground recap of the Pokemon Go Apocalypse 2016?
Pokemon. Oh, okay. What do you know? He's asking. You know, like the
when in 2016 Pokemon Go was released and everybody and their mothers was like looking for Pokemon.
Yes. Oh my god! Give me it took me like 2 seconds to really
right.
understand what you're
I had to
saying.
process that a little bit, but yeah.
Never heard
Let me
that.
see.
I haven't heard that.
I
in a
didn't
while.
go searching for Pokemon, but I remember working.
Mr. Curry did.
Oh my god.
I can neither confirm nor deny that. I had people were just driving to random places to get Pokemon, right? And then they would like post it like on Twitter or like Facebook and be like, there's a Squirtle over here. And then like there'd be like massive crowds going to like this rando spot in a mall. So I was not part of the in-trench experience, but it was crazy. My kids still play Pokemon Go. I don't think it's a phase anymore, but I do see them like still like doing the little gotta catch them all
Got 'em
on the
hooked.
phone. Yeah. But yeah.
Wow. Do you know Star Wars?
A little bit.
Okay.
My only connection with Star Wars is like the physics laws, like may the fourth be with you, force.
You know the physics of Star Wars?
Just force is equal to mass times acceleration, and so that's a joke, right? Like, so you have like, I have a t-shirt that says like may the, and then instead of say force, it says F equals MA be with you.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my
it's
god,
just-
you guys are so nerdy.
I just like the mathematical connection with the movies. Yeah. But
he
for-
was gonna ask you if which character would you be in Star Wars?
I think Princess Leia. Princess Leia was
Princess Leia with the little star buns. I see you wearing them, to be honest.
just because she was a female in power.
Yeah.
She was a very powerful female in the movie. Yeah. So didn't she like was the leader of her people, right? So poderosa.
What are your thoughts on Oogie Boogie?
I have no idea what Oogie
Yeah, who
Boogie
else
is.
was
He's
that?
the villain from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, the guy that like spins
Oh.
them.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's like a sack. Okay, yeah,
I want to know what he's made out of. Right?
yeah.
Is
Isn't he
he
made out of worms or something like that?
is he air? Is he plasma? Is he solid? Right? Because it's a little combination of all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would never think of these.
Again, it's the
oh,
physics. It's the physics connection to the movie.
Do you have like a celebrity you like to meet?
A celebrity that I would like to meet? The cast from The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
Yeah. So my youngest son and I, we
Young-
are watching Young Sheldon together.
Okay, wait. Who's your favorite character out of the main cast?
Out of the main cast of
Yes.
Young Sheldon,
Mm-hmm.
Young Sheldon, I love him, and his grandma.
Do you
Mima.
think Georgie is cute?
Georgie has some funky hair,
No, because you're not wrong.
right? I like Georgie. In the part of the season that we're on right now, Georgie is pretty cool. He like that Veronica,
now.
right? You know he's in love with Veronica, right? The girl
I'm
that
not
just
on that.
oh, never mind.
Spoiler.
So I know. So yeah, my son and I we watch Young Sheldon and we love it because there's math talks in there and then we talk about it and then he's 9, so he's like, let me research that. Yeah.
Do you watch The Masked Singer? Cause like you give me that vibe, you know, like you got a tattoo of a mic on your.
I
yeah,
do.
show
Oh, she
the,
does?
Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
show,
what?
show the camera over there.
I've never seen this before.
It's my mic. Actually, this mic right here is it's a best friend tattoo. So I don't know if you could see it, but
Yeah, I can see
there
it.
you go.
What
my-
formula is that?
Oh, this is the second
Oh, yeah,
fundamental
Walk us
theorem of
through your tattoo.
my ink. Second fundamental theorem of calculus.
Uh-huh.
I got this tattoo right when I got hired here. So when I went to school to become a teacher, my biggest goal was to work for Montebello Unified. And so once I finally was able to work here, I kind of got myself like a little like I earned my stripes kind of thing. So that's what that one is. And then my microphone, you see how this cord has like this curvature?
Yeah.
My duet partner / best friend, she has the other one and it makes a heart. The wiring makes a heart and she has her own microphone.
That's so
Nice.
cute.
So it's one of those like best friends forever.
Show the audience.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Mira,
it's
mira.
right here, right? She could show it.
Oh, yeah, there.
Wait, no, that's not it. Hold on. Turning around right there, Lexi.
Okay.
So
What's
you
up
see-
with the flower and the little like
Oh.
swirly thing?
So the flower is a daisy because that's my name.
Yeah.
And it's the golden ratio. It's the Fibonacci sequence, and so it just showcases how these flowers grow. They grow in a particular numerical pattern, which is the Fibonacci golden ratio, and so
Math related?
it's very math related. Yeah,
Fascinating.
yeah. And so this tattoo artist is famous for doing geometric tattoos.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's really cool. I like the little sleeve.
yeah. Those are my tattoos.
Wait, what were
Yeah.
you on about?
We're mass singer.
The Masked Singer. Okay. Have you watched it?
I have.
What's your thoughts? Do you like Wendy Williams' little tidbit?
What?
I didn't watch that one.
I'm kidding.
But I watched the one in Spanish. There's a Spanish
I
one.
didn't know there was one in Spanish.
Yeah. What's it called? El cantante enmascarado, I guess, mass singer in Spanish, right? But that one's cool too because you have a lot of actors in Spanish novelas that can sing, and that's cool. I like it.
Do you watch Tengo Talento?
I do watch Tengo Talento, mucho talento. I like Don Cheto. He's funny.
Oh, yeah.
In the mornings, like on my commute over here, we listen to Don Cheto. He's cool.
Do you like El Oso?
I mean, he's a big guy that carries people out he's like the chacal.
I love him.
Es el chacal.
Take him
Ta,
out.
tara, 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 tara. Fuera. Yeah.
Do you like Ghostbusters?
I do like Ghostbusters just because the song's cool.
Is it a show or a movie?
It was a movie
Mm-hmm.
back in the
I mean, I
late
kind of
80s, early
understand.
90s.
I know the cartoon.
Yeah. There was a movie of it, right? Do you guys believe in like paranormal activity?
Yeah, why not?
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I think like some things you just can't
Hey,
explain.
man. I ended folklorico practice one day early because there was sounds coming from the back of the auditorium,
And there was no
and
one.
there was nobody. So, yeah, we're like, practice is over. Yeah.
All right, so is there a lot of stuff going on paranormal on the stage of like the auditorium? Because Mr. Curry was saying, "Oh no, there wasn't." They say they saw somebody. I swear that thing is haunted.
So, I don't know, but some lights turned on, and then we kind of like stopped dancing, and there were some noises. I don't know if that may have been like the AC or maybe like custodians outside, but we heard it in the back. I don't know. But we were all scared, and we're just like, I think practice is good for today. Have a good one. Persínense. But yeah, it's Ghostbusters. They made a movie for a reason, you know.
Do you think the school overall is haunted?
I think the school is built. It has an old age, right? And with everything like, we are all finitely here, right? So eventually, there's gonna be loss or spirits around, regardless, right? So I think we walk amongst each other. So I wouldn't say it's haunted. I think it's a community. Yeah.
What would you say is your relationship with Stand and Deliver?
So I used to work at a school that was in the heart of where that movie was shot. Anybody recognize?
Oh, Stand and Deliver, that one movie that they make us watch in like
Yes.
ethnic studies or something like that.
No, it's English.
Oh my god.
By the way,
I
right?
can't
Edward
even
James
say-
Olmos is a Euler alumni.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He went to Montebello High School.
Who?
The actor that plays
The teacher
that
the
plays
weird
Mr.
comb
Escalante. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I used to work at a school and I taught calculus there, and nobody used to pass the test. And then we went to Saturday school. We worked through winter break. We worked through spring break, and those kids passed the test. So they used to call me Miss Escalante or Doña Escalante. If you walk into my classroom, there's a Mr. Escalante poster that says, "You can do it. Tienes las ganas."
Yep.
And it was hand drawn by one of my students that was in that class that got to pass the AP, which is crazy. Like, those kids are now like engineers,
Dang.
and they were from the hood. I love it.
Don't record. Because I'm just saying that comb over is not.
Is that one too? That one's on?
He's scary as hell. Hey, if you want that, you can have it by all means, Andrew.
All right. Let's go into the silly section.
All right, silliness.
This is where it begins.
Which natural disaster do you think you would survive in? Like, I'm thinking like extreme earthquake, extreme tsunami, extreme tornado. Not something
Okay.
like we experienced. Like,
I actually talk about this in my classroom. It's just because it has math in it.
Oh my god.
oh my god,
An earthquake. Why? Because I know my right triangle power.
what?
So, right? Like, if you're in an earthquake, you're supposed to stand against the leg of a right triangle so that if anything happens, it goes onto the hypotenuse. Like, you have hypotenuse protection. I can't explain it, but if you stand against the wall and something was to concave down, it'll create a niche that's like a right triangle. So then you have some space of survival.
Oh, okay. I
So
get what you
yeah,
mean.
I would say an earthquake. Yeah.
Let's see.
Did you hear about the Elmo controversy?
What's that?
He was just asking how you doing, right? Like that.
Yeah,
was it.
on Twitter.
Wait, what's
And people
the
were like-
crush?
But I think
Hold on.
let's talk about it, right? Like, I think Elmo was, everybody knows Elmo. Everybody grew up with Elmo, right? Sesame Street was big for like us. Like, what do you call us? Generation Gen Z? Are we? Or I don't know. I don't
Are
know what
we
Gen Z-
or
I
are
don't know.
you?
Me.
I
millennial?
think you're like. Well,
Millennial.
I don't know. How old are you?
1985. That's when I was born.
I can't do math.
I'm gonna be.
You're gonna have to do it for
Oh
me.
my god.
I'm okay. I'm 38 years old.
Right? She's
Okay.
millennial?
Yeah,
or-
millennial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When's the
maybe
cutoff?
Gen Z. I don't know.
Mm.
But so we all grew up with Elmo, right? It takes you back to that special time when you were watching Sesame Street when you're little. So as an adult, and you've never had somebody like say, "Hey, how's it going?" and Elmo comes over and says, "Hey, how you doing?" It's gonna take you back to a special place, right? So then I'm sure, like, I'm not surprised people were like, "Oh, thanks, Elmo." You know.
Wait, what's the Elmo controversy?
Controversy.
Yeah, what's that?
So he just said what's up on Twitter, and everyone just kept hating.
What?
just criticizing
Why are
him.
they so mean to him? God, let
Yeah.
it be.
But guys, that I think that's something that, like, the power of free speech and now accessible, like, information, because you have, like, Twitter, you have all these social media places,
Yeah.
you have Reddit. What's the other one? Discord, right?
Yeah.
Where you can pose opinions without showing your face. So then now that brings more scrutiny or possibilities of scrutiny, because I can say something to your face without telling you who I am. So now I have more,
Anonymous.
what would I call it? Like, courage to say things that may be hurtful, which if I was able to show my face, I wouldn't have said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so leave Elmo alone, guys.
Yeah, leave him alone. Miss Harigi. Oh, do you think owls are dangerous?
What?
Owls.
Owls?
Yeah, owls are dangerous.
Owls.
Oh, okay.
Do I
Is
think
it true that they
owls-
kidnap children?
Yeah, do they kidnap children?
Is
it
this a
true?
conspiracy theory on the internet?
This is from a
What?
folklore that they got.
Really? Oh wait, have
do
you,
you
ever?
think birds are robots?
What were we gonna say?
There's a Pixar movie that has like a pigeon. The Incredibles, right? When they're in that.
I thought it was bull.
No, I think too, right?
Yeah.
But in the Incredibles, when they travel to that island,
Migration.
the birds are like cameras.
Oh.
Remember, like intruder, and starts
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
But the owl is supposed to be like it's a night animal, right? There's a book called Bless Me Ultima, where there's an owl always watching. Some people say it might be a predator, but some people say that it's there to protect.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in the context.
Do you think trolls are real? A little like.
Again with the folklore.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, we're on a roll with the folklore. Okay?
The folklore is real. There's people that like
I believe it.
pray to them and like ask for
you
miracles. No. But this is like Latin American folklore, right? That they believe that there's duendes. It's in Spanish. It's called duendes.
Sí.
Los duendes, right? And
Te
people,
dije.
and, right?
No
And-
existen.
And people will like pray for them and give them like
Amen.
put a little like a little dinner plate for them and like.
Do they
here
give
you
them
go.
little outfits to wear?
I don't know, but like that's just. I remember my grandma used to tell stories like that.
Oh, really? So she would do that?
She didn't say that she did it, but like things like
Probably.
se le ponía. She didn't say yo le ponía. You know what I mean? So
Oh, okay.
mhm. Do
You
you
think-
believe?
Yeah, I think they're real.
Yeah.
I think they're real. What about you, Andrew?
Nuh-uh.
Okay.
All right.
Do you think goblins are real?
What's a goblin? What's the difference between a goblin and a
I think they're uglier and they're under a
Elf?
bridge, right? Or that's a.
like Willow? Is he a goblin?
No,
I don't know
no.
what you're referencing, but maybe.
Okay, I'm totally aging myself. That's like Willow. Nobody
No,
watched
Willow's
Willow.
great.
Oh yeah.
They just had a sequel last year.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Well, I'm
I'm
talking
just
about the
super-
original. I didn't watch the sequel one, but
Warwick
don't know.
Davis, Val Kilmer.
No yeah.
Oh, you see, Diego knows.
yeah. Diego's an old soul. I see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You think they're real?
Goblins?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If they were real, would they be scary?
We're just looking at an image of goblin.
I'm looking at like so I'm looking at that image, and
Show the camera.
again, I'm
over
just
there, over there.
my brain works mathematically and scientifically, right? So like, it has big ears because maybe it has to hide itself because people are mean to it, and it needs to hear. So that's why its ears are big. So evolution just created this look that doesn't fit with our like perception of beauty. Are they ugly? No, maybe they're functional,
Like the blobfish.
right?
Do you believe in the storks that carry the babies in, that bring the babies to people? Like Boss Baby.
Right, like Boss Baby. I was actually visualizing that video, that movie, when you were telling me if I believe in storks. Let's just say that's how my youngest kid thinks about birth.
Katie, did you go to health and safety?
Your parents didn't sign that form?
Yeah.
Let's see. If you lived through an ape rebellion, what would you do to survive? So say all the apes became sentient and they took over the world.
Aren't they sentient already?
No, not yet.
Or like human level.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would offer compromise with food.
Hey, honestly,
Because-
that one's a lot of people over.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot, especially Mexican food. Oh my god, come on now.
I mean, like, what we have an advantage that we have the tools that they don't have yet, right? So they may be becoming human, but we've been in human existence longer. So tools like the stove, the pot, the baking, all that.
I don't know how to use that yet.
And if I see that they're gonna take over, my survival skill would be to compromise and be like, don't kill me. Here's some food.
Do you believe in the doomsday clock?
Oh yeah.
Since we're
Okay,
talking
so
about that.
let me tell you.
Okay.
I grew up in the Y2K era.
I was gonna ask you that
Yes.
right now.
So, December 31st, 1999 was a very special New Year's Eve because
Everyone thought I was gonna
everybody
die,
thought
yeah.
that all the computers were going to break down because nobody realized that your date needed to have 4 digits on the year so that it wouldn't think it needed to go back to 1900 instead of 2000, right? So I remember that one New Year's Eve, my mom and my dad were all like holding hands thinking like an atomic bomb was going to...
Wait, yeah, because I was thinking like
Right?
the
And nothing
most-
happened. It was like 3, 2, 1. And then you open an eye. Oh, we're still good. All right, cool. So that was my doomsday clock experience. And I think I'm hoping that technology has been much more advanced now, that doomsday is only going to be created if we choose to let it be.
I was gonna say, like, what did they think was gonna happen? Like, cause like the worst, I was thinking like the worst thing that's gonna happen is your computer is all fucked up.
But I mean, you have computers that are holding the codes for like nuclear warfare.
Oh,
So then if that computer started
did not
going
think about
havoc,
that.
like all these missiles were going to be like exploding, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's,
Okay.
yeah.
So do you have any drama in high school that they are willing to tell us?
The drama was in band.
Oh, band kid drama. Let me hear it.
Band kid drama.
In the
No.
90s.
So when I was a 9th grader, we had 2 directors. We had Mr. Nurumi and we had Miss Hazi, or Dr. Hazi.
Okay.
And that was the first year that they created like an advanced wind ensemble. And it was based off of merit, no longer seniority. So
What does that mean?
seniority means seniors are the leaders, juniors next in
Oh,
line,
okay, I get it.
sophomores and freshmen are in the back, right?
It's just if you're good or not.
And
Okay.
then that was the year that they made it out of merit. So remember, I was going to music school since I was in 5th grade. So I wasn't just getting music at my one period in middle school. I was going to music school in the evenings and on Saturdays. So when I entered high school, I was a 9th grader, and that was the year they changed it from seniority to merit. And I got first chair as a 9th grader.
Hell yeah.
So
Okay.
my seniors were very mean.
Oh. Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, yeah.
You
So,
think if they're seniors, they would be like, who
well,
cares?
you know, you have to understand. You know, they were waiting to be next in line, and then bam, they changed the system. So I didn't understand it when I was in high school, but like, you know, as an adult, you recognize, oh, I understand where they're coming from, you know. But yeah, there was lots of drama there. So,
Okay, so do you believe in fortune telling? Honestly, I kind of see you as a fortune teller.
you do?
Yeah.
How so?
Like, you're very, look at the nails, look at everything. You're very pizzazzy. I don't know. Like,
Is that means like, am I a gitana? Do you know what a gitana is?
oh my
They-
God.
A fortune teller. I can tell your fortune in math.
Okay. Let's not get into math. I'm scared of math. Okay, I don't want to hear it.
But do we know? Like, I don't know. That's a very philosophical question. Can I tell the future? Right?
Yeah.
Would you ever buy a zoo?
Would I ever buy a zoo? So this, I'm going to pin back to my stats class. My stats class is doing probability analysis right now in two-way tables. And one group is asking if zoos are ethical, because I think this is a thing now.
Oh,
Like,
I've had to answer that one.
oh, somebody shared that with you? Nice.
I said yes.
They're ethical, like you want to keep them,
I
or
mean,
unethical because, you know, they're housing. Like,
They're housing injured animals. I was thinking
Oh,
zoos
okay. I get it.
as in, like, you know, the San Diego Zoo. They're not just capturing animals that are just
but
healthy.
normally animals that are found in the wild are now in a cage for your viewing pleasure, right? So I think I agree with you, like the aspect of caring for them and then returning them to the wild.
Yeah.
But does there need to be a zoo about that, or can it just be like a center for protected wildlife or whatever?
I
you know?
mean, it would have to be a non-profit, and like there has to be donation. It has to be popular. How would they get like income to?
Yeah, I get
you
it.
know?
So would I own my own zoo? Probably not. I've never had a pet in my life, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God! No way.
Nope.
Dude, something that people like hype up is having a dog, and it meets the expectation. Like,
Whoa.
I have friends that have that treat their dogs better than like.
yeah, because
Children.
I'm telling you now, like, people will hype up everything in life, like, oh, this movie's so good, but having a dog or a cat, come on now, like,
Never.
there's something about it. It lives
Nope.
up to the hype. I'm like,
Never.
you disagree with that?
Well, I mean, Diego has a dog. I don't know if he's offended.
Dogs are the best.
Yeah, I swear.
How many dogs have you had?
In total,
Total.
13.
No
Whoa.
way.
Like,
I've
throughout
never
the
known
entire
this.
time,
What the
yeah.
heck?
Wow.
What
That's
the heck?
commitment right there, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. You should get a pet.
So look, I do folklorico. I teach at the college, so I it would be a disservice if I had a dog, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
would you rather be a ninja, cowboy, or a knight?
Huh. I think I'm gonna say a ninja.
Ninja.
I think they use physicality and their mind power together. So like kung fu is like meditation and like martial arts, right? So I feel like I have good brain power already and I just got to work on my physicality.
Hey,
So
you know how like you're like primas when you were little, like had piojos? Have you ever had piojos before?
No.
Never? They never gave it
Never.
to you?
Mm-mm. But in my family it was like 85% boys and like 4 girls. So there was never that issue. Yeah.
That's a good thing though.
Yeah, I guess, right? Mm-hmm.
Has a student ever unironically told you that their dog ate the homework?
Their dog ate their homework. Like, I want to see the proof.
This is before COVID because now I collect homework digitally, right? So I don't. Now they can't say that. But I did have somebody turn in homework that was like taped together because it wasn't their dog; it was their little brother that had like.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
But I mean,
the
they tried to
heck?
turn it in, and
They're like, hey,
Save
please,
it.
Miss Hattie, just let me turn this in.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
what was the grade for the homework?
My homework grades are always thank you for doing my homework. You know what I mean? I check for completion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they got a passing grade for
Yeah,
that.
and I appreciate it. You know, the taping back. That was cool.
Imagine you just like, here. That's all I got. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Well, that's all our questions for today. Thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show.
you so much, guys. Yeah.
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 All right, Oilers, be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Faculty Fusion to keep up with the latest updates. And we'll see you guys next time.
Oh, I was gonna say, Miss Hadiga's YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
forget to subscribe. Reinstate the name one more time.
Yes, Daisy Jauregui on YouTube. You can find math videos there, workout videos, folklorico stuff, and even me singing.
Subscribe.